Time now for your forewarned weather with Thomas Keyboy.
Good morning, Utah. Happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the work week. As we round out this month, we're going to settle into some calmer conditions before wet weather likely returns this weekend, but that's going to be in the month of March. So we're going to round out February basically with those dry conditions, which means as we currently stand, we're going to end with the 5th wettest February on record with over 3 inches of precipitation that has fallen. Now, we haven't seen that much snow when we typically do in the month of February because a lot of it has been valley rain and mountain snow. But when you look at the average over 1.25 inches, we're basically 2 inches above where we should be for our average, which is fantastic. But we're still a ways away from the all-time record. Just hopefully we keep this momentum going as we round out this month and move into the month of March. And it looks like as we begin the month of March, we'll see more moisture on the way. We'll talk more about that in just one moment. In the meantime, we got a pretty sunrise view currently underway from Blanding. We're roughly an hour away from our official sunrise time. Meanwhile, Park City Mountain, looking in the opposite direction of where the sunrise would be, we're looking towards the moon set. A really pretty view as we're starting off on this early Wednesday. It's just cold out there. Most of us are waking up with temperatures in the teens and 20s, while St. George is the warm spot, still chilly, sitting with a temperature of 36. Your out the door forecast along the Wasatch Front. After our cold start, we should be right around 30 degrees by 9 a.m. You'll probably want the coat still, then you'll want the jacket by your lunch hour with that temperature right around 40. Then in the middle of the afternoon, daytime highs along the Wasatch Front will reach the mid to upper 40s. Maybe okay with the sweater. And that sunset time, 6:17, getting closer and closer to 6:30. But in the next week and a half, we'll spring forward because daylight saving time not too far away at this point. Daytime highs across northern Utah will mainly range in the 30s and 40s, and as you make your way into central and southern Utah, we'll see more 40s and 50s, with St. George leading the way at 62. And across the state, we'll check in with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, and it will continue to be breezy at times as well. In the Wasatch back, highs will be in the upper 30s and low 40s, and it will be turning cold again tonight. It just won't be quite as cold compared to what we're waking up to this morning. In central Utah, daytime highs mainly in the 40s, with Fairview topping out at 39. And as you make your way down south, a good mix of 40s and 50s, especially along the I-15 corridor with low 50s from Milford down to Enterprise. And we'll see a daytime high climb to 44 in Escalante and a daytime high of 45 degrees in Blanding. As we look at the high temperature trend, we'll be close to where we should be for this time of year today, if not just a little bit below average across the state. But by tomorrow, we'll be above average, quite a bit above average by Friday. Along the Wasatch Front, there's a chance that we break into the low 60s, and it will be windy with those winds out of the south, all for us to come back down on the roller coaster this weekend with our next cold front set to move in. Now, I'll show you the next few days here on the Futurecast because high pressure will be keeping our weather quiet as we go through today, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. And for our Thursday, with those winds starting to crank out of the south, that's why our daytime highs will be above our seasonal averages. Then as we go from Thursday into Friday, a system will start to approach from the west, and this will bring us a decent chance for wet weather across northernmost Utah, with that best chance along and north of the I-80 corridor. But as you can see, even Salt Lake and Utah counties will have the chance of seeing some wet weather, mainly going to be in the form of valley rain and mountain snow, thanks to our temperatures above our seasonal averages. Then as we go from Friday into Saturday, a stronger cold front will move in from the west, and it'll bring us a chance of maybe seeing straight valley snow by Saturday night into our Sunday. But because northernmost Utah is going to be favored as we go from Thursday into Friday, we already have a winter storm watch posted that will last through Saturday evening. Starting on Thursday evening, 1 to 2 feet of snow looks like it's going to be a possibility for the northern Wasatch Mountains. But as we get closer to this weekend, I will not be surprised if those winter storm watches continue to get extended maybe a little bit further south. We'll keep you posted. In St. George, we'll go from low 60s today to mid and upper 60s as we round out the work week. Then we bring in a chance of rain even down in St. George over the weekend as that cold front moves in. Daytime highs will drop down to around 50 degrees before we warm back up early next week. Then along the Wasatch Front, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies the next couple of days with some breezy conditions. Then we're back to the low 60s on Friday with a chance for isolated rain showers along the Wasatch Front. Then we'll have that chance of wet weather Saturday into Sunday, potentially becoming all snow by Saturday night into Sunday. Highs back to the 30s for temperatures slowly warm through the first half of next week.